Next 45 minutes, let's rejoin Alan Brazil and Rob Hawthorne.
And if he does need to change it round, then Ian Atkins has players on the bench who are quite capable of doing that. Jason Dezelle, who's got 6 goals this season. David Seal, who's got 14, including 1 against Grimsby. And Grimsby themselves know the power that the manager has in terms of substitutions, because it was a change of their own that brought a change in fortunes when they were here 5 weeks ago, when Kingsley Black came on. 20 minutes later scored the equaliser, and then Wayne Burnett, of course, got the golden goal in extra time. Grimsby in this second half kicking towards the end where they got that goal, but Northampton now kicking towards the end where John Frayn's free kick settled the playoff final a year ago. And away goes Heggs against Peter Handyside, who really has dealt with him and the rest of the Northampton attack in a very composed fashion.
I think you're right as well, Rob, that Northampton don't improve. I think there'll be a couple of quick subs.
Clarkson looking to get it into Heggs. Gallimore is there. This is Hunt. Heggs. Clarkson, 3 waiting in the box. And that threw himself in the way, and it's Groves who's completed the clearance.
Well, that's the little bit extra quality in Acton's talking about. Final balls in the box. Find one of your own players. Not leaving it short so the first defender easily clears.
Grimsby have clearly done a lot of their preparatory work on counteracting Northampton's set plays, and so far it's been working.
Yeah, I think Lever and Handyside have been superb for them. They know they're in for a battle. And Alan Buckley says, look, if we stand up to them, match their enthusiasm, commitment, then our class should tell in the end.
Handyside just hesitated there against Gale, and Lever had to come in and help him out. Gallimore. In slides Ray Warburton. This is Sampson.
Now you're going to be looking for a good start. First 10 minutes of this second half, come on, let's put them under pressure. Whereas Alan Buckley will be saying, right, you know, we defend well, keep the ball when we have the ball, keep possession. And our 2 front men with their running and the movement will cause them more problems.
Here's Donovan.
Only one thing in his mind there, one touch and finish. Not this time.
Well, Kevin Donovan scored in the second leg of the semi-final to secure Grimsby's Wembley place, and now he's scored on this big stage to give them the lead. But if Northampton need inspiration, then I'm sure they could look to their semi-finals. They had a 2-goal deficit to overturn there against Bristol Rovers, and Ian Atkins was thoroughly impressed with the manner in which they did it, hammering home 3 goals to overturn that deficit.
I think John Gale's goal away from home gave them that was the hope they needed. Without that, I think they were dead and buried. But they'll go right to the final whistle, Northampton. Big, strong, fit side.
And can they now recapture some of that semi-final spirit? Slice clearance from Sampson. That's Warburton. Smith. Burnett hits it against Heggs. That's Lever. Heggs. Hunt, who showed good anticipation to win the possession back initially. Now Frey. Can he launch another one? He's played the 1-2 with Freestone and didn't get enough behind the shot.
Yeah, superb. Couldn't get enough behind the shot. Freestone showed for him. Frey just a little wall pass, but good possession from Northampton. Good run, intelligent ball back. Can't get enough on the strike. Good start to the second half for Northampton.
What a fairy tale that would have been if John Frayn had managed to score there. That was actually his, or Northampton's, first attempt on target.
Yeah, the guys at half-time in the studio were saying, Rob, that when you're getting the ball in the box, it just needs to fall kindly, and suddenly 1-1.
Away goes Heggs, driving at McDermott. Cleared only to Frey. This is a good start to the second half from a team wounded by that 1-goal deficit. Hunt here, battling his way through.
He's unlucky, Rob, isn't he? He's unlucky, sheer grit and determination. There's no doubt, I think Handyside should have done better. Football in centre half, but he should have been a little bit braver there. Hunt gets a chance on the right foot, and that is a good opportunity. You've really got to hit the target here. Handyside should have done better. Gets a good touch, and the finish is woeful. And Ian Atkins thinks, come on, we've got to take these half chances, boys.
But he will at least be encouraged by the start that his team has made, and certainly the crowd are getting behind them now. It looks as though Grimsby might have to resist quite an onslaught. He's telling them to get forward.
Yeah, he's pleased with the start, Rob, no doubt about that.
The 11 who started the game doing their chances of staying on there without the need for substitutions. The power of good.
It raises the fans as well. Suddenly the decibel level's gone up from the fans away to our right.
But can Grimsby subdue them once more as they did with that first half goal from Donovan? Handyside. That was Hunt. Here. Ian Clarkson. Freeston just beaten to it by Gallimore.
So that's the difference between the two sides there. Freeston's a judge to foul Gallimore. The Freeston, with all his pace, hasn't found space in behind the centre half. To be fair to him, the service has not had enough quality, whereas the Grimsby service to their front player has given the two strikers great opportunities. The movement's certainly been better from the two Grimsby, Leicester and Nogan. What a following Northampton have brought here, over 40,000, screaming the heads off to try and get the Cobblers back in the match.
Well, there look to be hands there from Leicester to control it. Clarkson, cleared by Sampson. Lever. Gallimore. Lee Nogan. Donovan, the goal scorer, going wide of frame, now taking on James Hunt. And can he provide here? Knocked away by Clarkson for the corner.
Good play from Donovan. Once again a threat, and suddenly Grimsby push Northampton back.
Well, we haven't seen the sort of quality we might have expected from Northampton in their set pieces. Lever here is going forward for this Grimsby corner. Beyond him and Handyside towards Groves, but Warburton was aware of the threat that he provided. Gallimore, still four Grimsby players in the box, and Lever is among them. Woodman punches, and this is Hunt.
That was a good punch from the goalkeeper, but the service from Gallimore was a decent ball into the box. That's been the difference. Yeah, we've not seen a lot of this fella, have we? Straying into an offside position. Chris Freestrom, maybe Ian Atkins, I think they're changing it up there. And he's got great opportunity with Dazelle and Seal to try and unlock this determined Grimsby defence.
Nogan. Good work from him. Bonetta's turned up about 8 yards from goal if they can find him, but it's behind him. Held back into Bonetta by Donovan. Donovan has now stayed in the centre. Frame just got a toe to it, but it came off the Grimsby man last.
Yeah, Burnett's had a good game, that central midfield, just trying to gain a corner there. Frame stuck to his task well, but he's a good player, this fella. Passes the ball well, started the match very well, and then suddenly I thought Northampton were getting on top in the midfield. The Groves and Burnett's a good combination in there, the central midfield position for Grimsby Town.
Clarkson. Flick on by Freestone. This is McDermott. Heggs just behind him. The flick from Nogan. Sampson crucially covering there against Leicester, who's been very lively. Good play from McDermott. And here's Nogan.
Great challenge from Warburton.
But it's fallen for Smith. David Smith.
Yeah, unfortunately, little Smithy on his wrong foot. Had no option to come inside on the right. Had it been on his left, I'm sure there'd been better power in the strike. Well, it's certainly lively enough now, Rob. End-to-end stuff.
Here's Northampton's luck going to change. If it doesn't pretty soon, then Ian Atkins might be making a personnel change.
Yeah, the combination up front, Rob, it's not working, is it? Freestone and Big Gale.
And it looks as though David Seal is going to get the call.
These two again, look, 10 yards apart. Great play from two strikers. So close to each other, working with each other.
Hill. Frey. Freestone trying to slip in between the two Grimsby defenders. Andy side clears. But it's purposeful stuff from Northampton, and it's just making Ian Atkins delay the anticipated substitution. Hunt looking here for John Gale.
Good goalkeeping again. He's looked safe as house as Aidan Davison. No wonder 30 clean sheets in 62 games. Could it be 63?
Here's Leicester. He's against Hill.
Oh, just trying to bend her there, Leicester, with the right foot, looking for that left-hand far post. Northampton are taking chances now. They're pushing people forward, and Grimsby looking to catch them on the counter.
Now Gale, and this time Heggs has gone into the box, but it's overhit for him.
Yeah, overhit, and that could seal his fate, I hate to say it.
Seal his fate. Is that an intended pun with David Seal, the man to come on?
I'm glad you picked it up, Rob. He doesn't waste time, Ian Atkins. It's a brave decision saying, right, come on, let's change him. He's worked hard. He's not really overpowered the two centre-halves of Grimsby for me. And he could easily have taken Freestone off, but I think Freestone's pace could still cause problems. That's why Gale's off.
Gale is one of the Birmingham players who followed Ian Atkins from St Andrews, but there can be no loyalty when hard decisions have to be made, and yet again he's been withdrawn at Wembley. But there is an injury problem here to Mark Lever, who's been struggling while that change was being made.
Well, I think they've been excellent. Handyside and Lever certainly stood up to the task. Just there, I think it was. I think Gale, to be honest, trod on him.
So Gale may be gone, but he's left his mark. And the throw-in aimed here towards Seal.
Once again, they've got in behind the Grimsby defence, but Seal just on, a little bit cold perhaps. Can't get direction on the intended lob across goal. Looking for Freestone, and hopelessly wide.
David Seal, sold by John Ward from Bristol City to Northampton. Club record signing at £90,000. Well, I gather it's being paid in instalments, 10,000 every 10 appearances.
Certainly Northampton have started well, haven't they? I'm sure Alan Buckley back there must be thinking, come on, let's keep, let her get possession game going again. Passing the ball, we're giving it away too easy. Does he think they make the change?
Well, Northampton have had the better of it since the break. Now can the substitution change their fortunes? He's in here, Seal! And Davison, grateful that he'd come a long way for that.
First mistake from Lever, and Seal, crikey, he's been in the action, he's only been on a minute, and Lever just takes his eye off the ball at a crucial time. Suddenly Seal in behind, but Davison again, quick off the line. Good stuff from the keeper, coming to the rescue of his big centre-half. Brave, diving at the feet of David Seal, and smothering it well.
You're right, Alan, it is going to be a Grimsby change, and Steve Livingston is the player who is going to come on.
He can play up front or at the back. There's a kid at Coventry when I was there, works hard at his game.
Well, Lee Nogan is the player coming on, and it was Livingston who's coming on, who actually gave away the penalty that David Seal scored when the sides met in the league at the Sixfield Stadium back in February. Northampton won that by 2-1, but on that occasion Livingston was playing at the back and Peter Handyside was out.
Gives him a little bit of aggression as well up there, and obviously the back there defending set pieces. Livingston will get back, get his head to the ball.
Seal lays it off to Heggs.
Good play again from Handyside. There's good pressure from Northampton. The Cobblers searching for the equaliser.
Clarkson gets his throw-in back, in charges Smith. Smith was committed.
Wow, more pressure again defensively, and Grimsby have got to stick to the task. They've done it so well for just over an hour. Livingston, the sub, back in there helping Lever and Handyside out, saying get there, look at his commanding.
Well, look at the queue, they really are packed in again. And a glancing header from Seal, who's looking for another strike. And every time that Northampton have packed them in there, Grimsby have marshalled their resources well, and Leicester here has set Donovan off on a break. Is it going to be another one-on-one with Woodman? Could it be two? What a saving challenge from Colin Hill. Hill's experience put to the test, and Donovan there met his match. Donovan's cross. Here's Groves.
What a chance for Grimsby. Donovan, Hill, superb defending, but he got the chance because Donovan's cut inside wasn't good enough. It's a great break. He has a look at Woodman, thinking of a chip there. He comes inside and the touch is not that great, and that's what gives Hill the opportunity to get back and sliding in. Just there, it hits his left leg, but good defending from Colin Hill, and that's kept the Cobblers back in this match.
Well, that left Northampton's spirits for a revival here.
It's also give Grimsby a lift now, Rob, under the cosh now, beginning to express himself with possession and pushing forward again.
Smith, given away by him to Sampson. Northampton break on here with Seal. Freeston offering support as it slipped in behind Handyside, but McDermott saying leave it to me.
Yeah, he's another one who's had a smashing game for Grimsby. McDermott, great full-back play, covering his centre-half, excellent.
12th year in the senior side for this man, John McDermott.
And when the danger's down the left-hand side, he's tucked right round, playing almost alongside Handyside.
Hill just keeping a watchful eye on the presence of Jack Lester. Sampson. Freestone. Obstruction by Gallimore on Seal, right on the edge of the box.
Seal's done well here. I think Gallimore's a little bit unlucky here. Just in the edge of the box. To be honest, he shakes his head. I think he's unlucky. I'd love to see it again because Seal reacts quick. But I think Gallimore was just holding his ground. Let's have a look. Just there. No one knew where the ball was. Maybe unlucky to get a yellow.
First time this afternoon that a Grimsby player has seen yellow. Tony Gallimore cautioned.
Can Northampton, can they deliver a perfect ball in this box? Frayne might try to strike on the left foot.
Plenty of options here for them, plenty of worrying for Davison to do. Frayne has moved away there from the situation as Clarkson curls it in. And the flying header right across the face.
Yeah, I think it came off Lever again. I think Warburton gets in well here. But look at Lever stick to his task well. Not far away, another corner.
Sampson trying to apply his head to it, but Lever just getting the touch behind. Frayne's corner whipped in. Cleared by Handyside, but Frayne with another opportunity here. Cleared by Groves and then by Donovan. Can Grimsby here continue to hold out?
Tremendous pressure, isn't it? From Northampton, tremendous pressure. As you say, Grimsby battling away back there, aren't they? Flinging themselves.
Well, after all their problems when the club went into receivership 6 years ago, Northampton here, trailing by a goal. Livingston looking for a second. Oh, agonisingly wide.
Well, I thought he was going to burst the back of the net there, Livingston. I think he does this superb, and I thought, go on then, bang it away, and tries to lob the keeper. And I think that's a goal kick. I don't think Woodman got a touch on that. It just wouldn't come down for the volley to the far post. Tries to direct it, just dink it. And that's a goal kick.
Referee's decision is final though, and now another substitution from Grimsby. And Kingsley Black, who came on to turn their last Wembley final by scoring the equalising goal, is coming on to take the place of David Smith. This is an unusual substitution from Grimsby in that when they often make a change on the left, Smith reverts to left back and Gallimore goes off. But this time, Smith is sacrificed. Donovan's corner, and the referee saw some pushing there.
I tell you what, Rob, you just wonder, Donovan's had a real good chance. Livingston there had a glorious chance. Are they going to regret the misses and let Northampton back in this match? Because the clear cuts have certainly, the clear chances have gone to Grimsby.
Still a quarter of the game left for Northampton to bring about a revival in their fortunes here. Grimsby holding on to that first half lead established by Kevin Donovan's 21st goal of the season. Here's Heggs. McDermott just got his foot in. And the back pass is a real risky one. Freestone in here. And right across the face of goal with no one there to apply the touch. But Kevin Donovan, who scored Grimsby's goal, could very well have cancelled out that advantage.
Yeah, good goalkeeping again though, isn't it? Freestone's quick on it. He had to do it there with the left foot, the foot for me. Tries to feed it in the box for one of his fellow strikers. No one there. And Kevin Donovan, goodness me, heart in his mouth. And Freestone couldn't get away from the keeper far enough to tuck it home. What a chance. Ian Atkins can't believe it. It's not going to be our day.
Well, he looks heartbroken already, and even for a man who believes in positive thinking, he must be wondering now if his luck is going to turn.
Well, you can't fault his players for effort, can you? Really battering away at Grimsby now.
Handyside. Jack Lester. Black. Gallimore. This is Clarkson. Another substitution, and this time it's being made by Northampton, and on comes Ali Gibb. And he's taking the place of Colin Hill, who made that great challenge on Kevin Donovan that's given Northampton a continued chance of winning this game. But on comes Ali Gibb, who's been on the bench for the last 12 matches, former Norwich youth team player, was actually in their youth team with Keith O'Neill.
Yeah, he can be electric as well, Rob. And that's just what Northampton need.
Gibb was on the bench last year but didn't get on, so making his Wembley bow.
And sometimes you need a little bit of luck in there, put the opposition box, falls to the right people, and it just hasn't happened for Northampton this afternoon.
Black. Cleared by Hunt. And here's Frame. Lever given away to Heggs.
That's the story of the match for me. Northampton, when they have had chances, final ball not good enough. Again, Heggs, who's got quality, can't deliver. Again, Aidan Davison says, thank you very much. 6 yards out.
Here's Clarkson, who's moved into the 3 at the back since the withdrawal of Colin Hill, and Gibb has slotted into his old role on the right. The best chances for Northampton really have fallen to Chris Freestone.
Yeah, I can count 3 at least. Half chances though, Rob.
Here's Livingston.
Grimsby, for me, are the quality of the two sides. Northampton's determination and grit have kept them in this match, but the clear-cut chances have gone to Grimsby.
Clarkson gives away the free kick.
I think Leicester there has been fouled. He's had a smashing match, the youngster up front.
Black. It's Clarkson. Clearance by Peer. Handyside. This is Leicester, only Livingston at the moment in the box. Burnett has gone in there too, though. And turned back in by Donovan. Livingston!
Yeah, that's the difference, you see. Livingston makes a good position in the box, and Donovan finds him.
Donovan trying to move from scorer to provider.
Yeah, could add 2, but this is quality. Just dinks it in for the big fella. Livingston can't get enough direction on it. Still 1-0. Still time for Northampton to get back in it.
Grimsby going to rue these missed opportunities.
Well, referee had a good look at that one. I think now it's a case of Grimsby holding on, Rob.
Well, Ian Atkins knows that his opponents have been a little less adventurous of late and wants his team to really work hard at them. Just over a quarter of an hour left.
So this fella's an attracting game lever for Grimsby. He's been reading things well, he's been heading the ball well. But a tower of strength back there.
His testimonial season marked out by 2 appearances here at Wembley. Victory in the first. They're clinging on at the moment for a victory in the second. But Northampton's resolve never really in doubt. They're looking for Freestone here. Cleared by Handyside. Hunt. Heggs. John Frame. Peer hit himself in the face. Cleared by Groves. There's Burnett.
Touch of quality from Burnett there, not just hoofing it. Just try to calm things down.
Wayne Burnett started this season in the First Division before being discarded by Huddersfield. Are he and his colleagues heading for a return to the First Division next season?
Well, sing with your fishing from the Grimsby fans again. They sense victory, Rob, and promotion.
It would be a prompt return. They were relegated at the end of last season, despite winning on the final day, and winning quite emphatically too. He made a very slow start to this season. Just won one of their opening 8 league matches. But they've come good when it mattered. And despite their heavy schedule of games, are they to win this, the most important game of their long and arduous season? McDermott, Lever,
heads back defending this time, but I'm sure Ian wants him to weave a bit of magic, unlock this Grimsby defence up the other end.
Livingston, Bennett. In slides Warburton, who really is leading from the front at the moment. Warburton looking to release Seal here. Gallimore has to be careful.
Great determination for Warburton, but again the service up the front men, it's favouring the Grimsby defenders. Not good enough.
Bit of pushing and pulling going on between Leicester and Warburton, but the referee sees it of 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. And Leicester's gone right through and he's tripped, and it's a penalty.
Well, I have to say this is great play from the youngster Jack Leicester. Superb play, good feet, takes his time, teases the defender into the challenge. Watch this. Just gets a little touch 2 or 3 times, down he goes. You can say maybe the big centre-half maybe is unlucky, I don't know. But quality from the youngster and patient.
Well, Kevin Donovan has scored from open play. Can he now score from the spot to finally kill off Northampton? It's saved by Woodman! Andy Woodman has turned it away, and Northampton still have hope here. Alan Buckley cannot believe it. Woodman has denied the penalty.
Well, maybe justice is done, I don't know. Great stop. Fantastic. Donovan, surely that'd have sealed it. Woodman to the rescue. Chooses right, full stretch, and palms it away. Oh, Alan Buckley can't believe it. Incredible. Division 1, here we come, or maybe not.
Well, in the ensuing protests, James Hunt is having his name taken. But what a save from Woodman. And is that going to be the inspiration that Northampton need to revive themselves? In comes the corner, Livingston up for the header, and it's cleared away by Gibb. And Donovan's cross, Leicester tries to get there, and it's gone behind for another corner.
Wow, drama here at Wembley, incredible. 12 minutes remaining. Grimsby are not there yet. Is that going to be the turning point?
Donovan's corner this time. Up goes Groves. Here's McDermott. Donovan's cross. Cleared to Wayne Burnett. McDermott here under pressure. And this is Gallimore. Samson. Groves. McDermott. Well, what incredible drama here. Kevin Donovan had a great opportunity to add to his tally. But he could not beat Woodman with a spot kick. What a special moment that was for the Northampton goalkeeper, but can it be crowned with a comeback? He's urging his team forward.
The huge 40,000 following Northampton have brought here surely felt that was it. Curtains. I think it was a 50-50 decision, you know. As Freeman goes down again. But Chris Freestone hasn't really gotten his game. Holmes a challenger there. Had a couple of, well, 2 or 3 half chances, Chris Freestone. Can he still get his name on the sheet?
Crane here with a free kick. Sampson coming through the crowd. Good handling though from Davison.
I tell you, Rob, it must drive your man. Ian Atkins must be driving mad here. The set pieces, the balls in the box, straight in the hands of Davison once again. Needs a bit of quality in there with the delivery.
Well, Davison's handling has been very assured. Woodman, who could do nothing about Donovan's goal from open play, has also now tried to grab a bit of the limelight after his performance with that save from the spot kick. But Woodman actually is a former Crystal Palace player, and one of his best friends in his time at Selhurst Park was one Gareth Southgate. In fact, he was his best man. And here's Groves. And here's Donovan. And a slice clearance from Sampson that's knocked behind by Ali Gibb for the corner.
Well, once again, though, great quality from Donovan. You know what I mean? He puts it right in that danger area. There's no wasted crosses here, and that could have gone anywhere.
Black with the corner. Lever's in the thick of it. Burnett!
Oh, Burnett. That could have been glory yet again at Wembley for Wayne Burnett. Well wide with the right foot volley.
Can the glory of Andy Woodman be compounded? Ian Atkins here urging his team forward.
Well, inside the last 10 minutes, Robbie knows he's still in with a chance.
Well, Woodman's penalty save has come at the same end where Gareth Southgate, of course, missed his crucial kick at Euro 96.
I'm sure he'll thank you for that, Rob.
And he tips this one away, and Black is there looking for the follow-up. Paul Groves off the underside of the crossbar. A great chance to have set the seal on it, and Grimsby squandering opportunities.
Would you believe it? Incredible.
Burnett.
Rob, we talk about Northampton's strength and determination, but Grimsby are finishing the stronger. Incredible. He can't believe it, can he, Paul Groves? Just taking a chance, getting up there. Woodman palms it out. Just laid back nicely from 12 yards, a blockbuster. And off the underside of the crossbar. Woodman, this time, no chance with this. Groves all alone his own. Bang, right foot. Surely that was the winner. And clear to safety. Bounces well out and away to safety.
And has that given Northampton renewed hope of pulling back an equaliser here? This is Gibb. Clarkson. Freestone. Clarkson again looking for movement in the box. Worrying times these for Grimsby. Seal's cross is blocked by Lever. They were appealing for hands, but the corner's given.
Yeah, I think there were desperate shouts there. The ball hit Lever. Couldn't do anything about it. Are we in for last few minute drama here?
Well, Andy Woodman thought of coming forward to the penalty area. He got so far, was told to go back as Gibb now delivers this corner. And Davison has lost it. Clashed with Warburton. Both of them are down. And the referee having to stop it here, and just making sure that there's nothing too serious there with Aidan Davison. It was a nasty collision though.
Yeah, again it's a high ball with not a lot of pace on it, Rob, so the goalkeeper's a good chance and it's a clash of heads. That's why the referee, Terry Hilbron, very quick to stop it. But look at the time he's got there to come, and a good look at this. In comes Warburton, bang, on the side of the goalkeeper's head. And Ray Warburton, the captain, he fell heavily too. Wow. Just gives us a chance to catch our breath here. Incredible last 10 minutes.
Well, at the other end, Andy Woodman, what a penalty save.
Wow, was it a penalty? Terry Hilbron felt so. I think the goalkeeper, well, I think, to be honest, Ray Warburton, who's on the ground now receiving treatment, I think was a little bit unlucky, but surely Alan Buckley felt, that's it. Donovan for his second goal, steps up. What a good stop from the goalkeeper, Woodman. Incredible stuff.
Woodman was here as a spectator when Gareth Southgate missed that penalty at Euro 96, but Southgate, of course, couldn't return the compliment by watching his Wembley performance today as he's involved with England. At the other end, Aidan Davison all right again after being treated following that clash of heads. Warburton, the Northampton captain, is all right too.
Some people are not happy with playoffs, but I tell you what, I've enjoyed this one, especially the last 10 minutes. Fantastic.
Real helter-skelter stuff, but is it to end happily for Northampton?
I think when you look at it, Rob, the chances, the clear-cut chance, it's all been Grimsby's. Northampton have battered away, maybe not enough quality. Grimsby have hit the crossbar, missed the penalty. Perhaps they deserve to be ahead.
And the playoffs reach a crescendo with the First Division final tomorrow at 2 o'clock on Sky Sports 2. Charlton against Sunderland. Make sure you don't miss it. Here is Freestone. Eggs, it's fallen to Peer.
Oh, could he have hit that?
And more by luck than judgment that Handyside got that one away. But here goes Peer again. Now Seal trying to get it through Handyside's legs. Gibb keeps it going here for Northampton, and Freestone waits and can't bring his header down.
Wow, he had a perfect view of the ball. It was laid up from Gibb, and really, once over the full-back, surely it's got to be a downward header. McDermott is the full-back under it, and really Freestone towers above him, but can't head it down. And I think Ian Atkin, he's trying to head it in. Mind you, you're never good in the air, Ian. Oh, it's heartbreaking for him. I feel for him. I feel for him.
Every miss twists like a knife for Ian Atkins at the moment, but he never doubts his team's resolve. They battled away right to the end of the playoff final last year, and it was virtually the last kick of the game that John Frayne won it with, and Alan Buckley will be very aware of that. His team need to fully keep their concentration at the end of a long, hard season. And it's a record crowd for this division, beating by over 3,000 the previous record for the Huddersfield-Bristol Rovers match. Here's Heggs for Northampton, whipping it in towards Seal. Peer spotting glory with a shot, and Davison helps it away. And it's gone for the corner.
Wow, couldn't take a chance, Davison, could he?
Looked as though it was going wide anyway, but he didn't want to take any chances. And Northampton throwing everybody in again.
Can the delivery find a Northampton player?
Gibbs corner, headed back across by Warburton. The goal was unguarded, and they couldn't find the target again.
Dean Peer, it's not going to be Northampton's day, is it? This time Davison comes unstuck, headed back, and Peer from 4 yards? All he's got to do is hit the target.
Wow, real breathtaking stuff.
Fantastic stuff.
Well, the Grimsby fans feel confident that their team are there. The First Division door is ajar, but still they're being given some really scary moments. Clarkson, Warburton, and Woodman tells his team now to get forward.
On both sides, you have to hand it to them. It's been smashing. Total commitment.
And who's going to be your man of the match, Alan?
Well, it's got to be one or two of the two Grimsby centre-halves. I'd love to share the bottle of champagne. I think Handyside, the Scottish under-21, I can't give him it because I'll be accused of bias. Lever in his testimonial season gets the magnum of champagne.
But with that champagne, will he be celebrating a victory? Or are Northampton to turn things around? A lot now will depend on how much time Terry Heilbron adds on in terms of stoppages.
The fishermen from Grimsby, they're celebrating away to our left. Not too many have made the long journey down. I'm sure they're enjoying at home in the pubs and clubs and the homes on Humberside.
And there's the confirmation that Grimsby are still 6 minutes away from bouncing back into the First Division. That's how much stoppage time is to be added on, so still a long, long way to go.
Well, I'm sure Ian Atkins has just looked to the heavens, thank you God. As Alan Buckley must be thinking, what is going on here? 6 minutes.
Buckley must be rewinding the match in his mind, trying to remember all the instances that have led to such a hefty load of overtime. Foul on Hunt.
Oh, that's cruel. Grimsby are going to celebrate shortly. Northampton, wow. Can they pull it out of the fire?
So that's what happened to the Chippendales. Clarkson's free kick. In danger here as they all left it to the goalkeeper. Freestone wasn't very far away.
Great play again from the youngster. What a game he's had up there, Leicester.
Livingston, though, couldn't profit from his good work.
There's two centre-halves to be he's gone berserk, Ian. I shouldn't laugh because he is desperate to get it forward. Alan Buckley saying, assistant linesman, where do you find 6 minutes from? You've got to be joking.
Well, it is a great place to gain promotion when you win, but it's such anguish if you lose here after such a long and extended season. Northampton still haven't given up hope. This is Gibb.
Once again, half chance to get it in. Even if you just get it off a defender out for a corner. You can't afford to waste the ball, waste possession at this late stage.
Well, this is the time where everyone in the crowd wants control of the referee's watch. The Grimsby fans are urging Terry Heilbron to blow the final whistle. But from what's been indicated, still over 3 minutes of time left. Frayne here retrieves it for the throw. Crosses towards Freestone. Handy side, solid as ever.
Yeah, he's in a smashing game.
And Leicester here is going to bear down on Samson, and it just carries.
Well, that's everyone in the box now. Take a chance and get off the front players.
Clarkson's looking for Seal. Heggs ready and waiting for the layoff, but McDermott just as aware.
Yeah, he's been steady as well, hasn't he, McDermott? Back there, right-hand side for them.
Samson. This is Frey. Well, this stoppage time is going to be the longest 6 minutes of Alan Buckley's life. Seal. Peer. Didn't look for the glory himself, opts for a more patient approach. Gibb with the cross, Seal is in there, and Davison punches only to Frey. Cleared by Lever, Grimsby relieved to get it anywhere outside their 18-yard area.
Tell you what, Rob, Davison's done brilliant for him. Every time the ball's in that box, that goalkeeper's come.
Clarkson to give him another test, and he gets there eventually.
It's going to be 64, was it 64th game? And 31 clean sheets for this fella, fabulous.
And Aidan Davison, who was actually part of the Bradford team last season that ensured Grimsby were relegated, has more than atoned for that today, if Grimsby hold on. Still another 2 minutes for Alan Buckley to live through.
He'd be a manager, not me.
Well, they're great for the fans, they're great for keeping the interest in the league going, but this is a terrible place to lose. The incentive of playing in the First Division, so great for both sets of players and fans. And if Northampton were to equalise, you'd fancy that the wind was in their sails for extra time. Clarkson. Give it away to Black. Here's Sampson. Looking for Seal again in the box, but
McDermott again, superb defending. Look at this, look at the heartbreak on these fans' faces.
not quite heartbreak yet though. They remember the last kick of the game that won it for them last year. They're looking for Heggs with the cross. That time Davison didn't get there. Groves was there though.
I tell you what, you can't say this keeper doesn't make his mind up early, does he?
Half a minute of the allotted stoppage time left. Heggs. Heggs is outnumbered. Anywhere will do for McDermott, but not there. It's straight to Frame. Warburton trying to cause consternation. Freestone goes in, and Davison tips it behind.
Yeah, referee Telly Abraham feeling there's too much pressure on Aidan Davison here. But once again, Rob, the ball in the box coming down with snow on it.
And Grimsby have bounced back into the First Division at the first attempt. Relegated last season. The contrast with this season is stark. The first half goal from Kevin Donovan was enough, and in the end Donovan's second half penalty miss and the shot from Paul Groves that came back off the underside of the bar don't matter, because Grimsby are back. They had to withstand an agonising second half plus 6 minutes of stoppage time, but Northampton are being sporting in defeat. Congratulations for Donovan, who scored in West Brom's previous playoff victory here and has done so again now for Grimsby. But David Seal, who only had the second half to try and change things around, played his part. He had an immediate effect. But it's the fans from the town of Grimsby who are celebrating, and Aidan Davison, whose assured handling ensures that Grimsby return to Division 1. Alan Buckley, who took over for his second spell in charge at Blundell Park in the summer, and after their relegation while he was away, it really does seem a marriage made in heaven. And John Cockrell is assistant manager out there, adding his congratulations to the players. Cockrell scored a couple the last time that Grimsby were promoted. But young Chris Freestone, the commiserations for them. They showed great battling qualities, but in the end they were outwitted by the purest footballing side of the men from Blundell Park.
Without a doubt, it was heartbreaking stuff if you're a Northampton fan. But Donovan's goal, a bit of quality, gets through, reads it well, composure, lets the goalkeeper go to ground and tucks it away with the right foot. Alan Buckley, absolutely ecstatic, jumps on the bench. Woodman in despair as Donovan celebrates. And so do the fans who made the long journey down. Nail-biting stuff towards the end, goodness me. Alan Buckley, lovely man. What a 6 weeks Grimsby have had. It's taken so long to get here, and twice victorious. The youngster there, Freestone, he's devastated.
Well, for one of these teams who'd been here in the recent past, there was always going to be the replacement of the sweet taste of victory with the bitter taste of defeat. But Grimsby had waited 120 years to make their first appearance at Wembley, and rather like the buses, you wait all that time for one to come and then two come along together. And it's 2 victories in a 5-week period of time for Grimsby on English football's biggest stage.
I think they had that little bit extra quality, Grimsby, especially first half. It was always going to be difficult when they got the lead for Northampton. Northampton battered away, but the 2 centre-halves, in my opinion, were fantastic. Lever and Handyside were absolutely fantastic. Stood up for the physical battle, the challenge, and now the celebrations begin.
Well, so many players don't get the opportunity to make this journey up the much vaunted steps But Paul Groves here is doing it for the third time. He did it with Blackpool in the playoffs after they won on a penalty shootout. He did it with Grimsby 5 weeks ago in the Auto Windscreen Shield final. And now he's going up the steps again, leading his team, his Grimsby side up there, to take the acclaim after their victory in the second division playoff final. Alan Buckley watches, a very proud man, as Paul Groves, who he brought back with him from West Brom, collects the trophy. It's Grimsby's year at Wembley. And the trophy is passed along the lines of the heroes. John McDermott, the long servant, Kevin Donovan, the goal scorer, Jack Lester, who's more than made up for the disappointment of missing out on the previous Wembley trip, Steve Livingston, who's played his part in both as a substitute, Lee Nogan, David Smith, who was taken off, Mark Lever, who will have more reason than most to remember a testimonial season with the club, Tony Gallimore, and Peter Handyside, who, like his central defensive colleague Lever, was so outstanding. Kingsley Black, who scored a goal in the previous visit, Wayne Burnett, who got the golden goal then, and right along the line, these Grimsby players are all heroes tonight.
Yeah, fabulous scenes, isn't it? I thought it was thoroughly a smashing game. Second half was so exciting. And what a season Davison's had. Came for everything, maybe a little bit fortune once or twice. And that's what it's all about, taking your chance. And Grimsby's football had won them the day in the end.
They had a little bit of good fortune right at the end, but in the end Davison has managed to keep that 31st clean sheet of the season in 63 games, which is an incredible record by any standards. But for the winners there is always the disappointment of the losers to consider too, and for Chris Freestone it's a particularly emotional experience.
Well, there's no doubt, Rob, it's a terrible place to lose. But when you get your nose in front, you hang on, you hear that whistle, it took its time coming. You have a party time, you go for it big style.
And the party now is taking off in full swing as the fireworks are released. They may have been outnumbered here, roughly 2-1 by the Northampton fans, but as part of a record crowd for this divisional playoff final, the Grimsby fans have inspired their team to victory, and the man whose goal won it, Kevin Donovan, is talking to Alan Bentley.
Kevin, if I can just stop you there, is that the biggest goal of your career?
It's got to be, hasn't it, to send us back into Division 1. Quite an eventful game as well.
I was going to say that, you seemed hell-bent on your own version of the good, the bad and the ugly there. We'll start with the good. Very similar to the goal against Fulham in some respects.
That's right, yeah, the keeper was doing well, he wasn't falling down, he took the time to get down, eventually fell down, and looking for me I could just put it past him.
Then the bad, your heart must have been in your mouth with the short back pass.
That's right, yeah, I just thought I'd give the crowd a bit of excitement, but I knew he'd pull one off. I think it's got me out of jail a little bit today.
And then the penalty miss.
That's a good save.
But overall well played, you must have enjoyed it.
Great day, great occasion again for the fans and everybody who's in Grimsby who couldn't make it down. Tremendous.
Aidan, if we can bring you in here, your 31st clean sheet. Again, you must be so happy.
Delighted. I don't know where I am yet though, my head hasn't cleared. But yeah, absolutely delighted with that. Can't ask for any more.
Now, you've mentioned the fact that your performances for Bradford helped Grimsby go down last season. Do you think the fans will now forgive you?
I think so. I don't think too many knew that at the time, but I don't mind telling them now, because I think I've made up for it.
Now, where's your head?
It's a bit fuzzy actually, but I think I'll come round.
Is it likely though to be the only sore head today?
Is it what, sorry?
Is it likely to be your only sore head today?
No, I think there'll be another one tomorrow morning, and then the day after, and the day after.
Thanks a lot, Aidan.
I bet he's going to have a party tonight. Fantastic performance by Grimsby Town. They love Wembley. Commiserations to the Cobblers. Tommy Widdrington and John Ward are up in the studio with me. We can hardly contain Tommy, who really wants to be down there with the rest of his teammates.
Well, I do, but I mean, you know, I feel there's some part of the lads down there, but they've had a magnificent season. We keep going on about how many games they've played, but 68 games is nearly 2 seasons to a Premier League side who don't go any further in both of the cups. So I mean, the lads have had a monumental season, and to cap it with 2 wins at Wembley in the space of 5 weeks, is absolutely phenomenal. They've done marvellous.
And John, that last 20 minutes, unbelievable. Missed penalty, underside of the crossbar, then all the attacks by Northampton. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, that's what the one-off games are about as well, and it's kept us on our toes. I mean, Grimsby have had an unfair advantage because Tommy's played every ball out there. They've had an extra guy up here, so only those lads wonder what he's like. You know, he's been fantastic for them this end, but really exciting. I think it's been a credit to the second division. There's two good sides in there, and I'd like to think Grimsby and ourselves and Watford will be a credit to the first division next year.
Yes, ultimately the right team has won this afternoon, hasn't it?
Yeah, Tommy had a great point when he mentioned right at the beginning of the programme where he said that they finished third from bottom and came down. There was no escape clause there. They finished third and they're amongst the best teams in this division, and maybe that's the right result today.
Well, it's a long way back to Grimsby for Harry the Haddock and co. Are the team going all the way back tonight, or will they be stopping off en route at every pub between London and Grimsby to celebrate?
Well, if a few of the lads had their way, I'm sure they would, but the manager's teetotal. I think I mentioned that before, yeah. I'm sure he'll crack open a couple of bottles of champagne or something tonight, because like I said, he'll be ecstatic. I mean, there's no prouder moment for a manager just to walk out at Wembley, but to twice go up as winners, it's superb.
Harry's even made it onto the pitch, hasn't he? He's a persuasive Haddock.
Well, he's getting used to coming down to Wembley now,
isn't he? He's obviously got a season ticket.
Brilliant.
And there are those delirious Grimsby supporters, outnumbered 2-1, but they've seen the goal and they've celebrated the key moment this afternoon. Now, still to come tonight, over on Sky Sports 1 now, we continue live coverage of the England-South Africa one-day cricket international. Then at 7 you can see day 2 of the Pro Tour cycling. Here on Sports 2 at 8 there's more live golf. We bring you day 4 of the MasterCard Colonial Tournament, and over on Sky Sports 3 now there's live coverage of one of the most famous car races in the world, the Indy 500. That's followed by American football at 8:30 when Scotland play Frankfurt in the NFL Europe League. But for the moment here on Sky Sports 2, we are going to milk Grimsby's celebrations. The cup and the haddock raised aloft in North London. That little boy is going to have something to remember. His dad will probably have a sore head tomorrow as well. That's the moment they wanted to see. They saw it. We'll have more reaction in a minute.
People often ask me why I chose to be a boxer, and I think my answer would be the same as any one of these lads. For me, boxing's been one of the most positive things in my life. But I can tell you, it's a tough road to follow. I was one of the lucky ones to become a world champion. But few make it, and every boxer knows that. But look into their eyes, and you tell me it's not what they want.
Barry McGuigan on Sky Sports for the expert's view on boxing.
When you choose the Seat Ibiza, you'll take home all the reliability that helped Seat win the F2 World Rally Championship for the last 2 years. Seat. Enjoy yourself.
And they've won the 1998 World Cup here in France.
Alan, you're brilliant.
Thank you. There we go, thank you. Alright, good luck on top. Thank you. Cheers. There you are. Thanks.
Alan!
Thank you.
No, Daddy, a Happy Meal.
But I don't go anywhere near McDonald's.
Good evening, how may I help?
Give us a minute.